and delivers the key leadership lessons of a long, challenging, and highly successful reign. A leadership career that turned a failing enterprise around and shaped the enduring destiny of a people. An Elizabethan prologue fills you in on the dysfunctional family and barely functioning world from which Elizabeth came, and also furnishes an executive summary of the Queen's career. The 10 chapters that follow the prologue explore that career in selective detail, drawing from it concise lessons for leadership in 10 key leadership areas. 1. A leader's first lesson, survival. 2. Creating a leadership image. 3. Combining the common touch with the air of leadership. 4. Creating common cause without tyranny. 5. Building a loyal staff and a loyal opposition. 6. Growing the enterprise and crushing the competition. 7. Turning crisis into triumph. 8. Holding on to the power. 9. Doing business without excuses. 10. Winning and what it means. Before you read on, ponder this statement of unadorned fact. When Elizabeth was crowned in 1558, England was a victim of itself and of its competitors, almost too far behind them even to be called an also-ran. When Elizabeth died in 1603, having reigned for 45 years, England was the richest and most powerful nation in Europe and well on its way to becoming the greatest empire the world would ever know. How did she turn her organization around? This is both the underlying and overarching question Elizabeth I CEO endeavors to answer in each chapter and each episode drawn from the Queen's life and reign. Now, just what can you learn from the turnaround she achieved? That depends on who you are. The great Victorian philosopher-historian Thomas Carlyle declared that history is neither more nor less than the biography of great men. Today he would have said great men and women. And the American philosopher George Santayana famously pronounced that those who fail to learn the lessons of history are doomed to repeat the errors of the past. Few lives are filled with more historical significance than that of Elizabeth. Few lives have as many lessons to teach. Anyone who reads and heeds the life of Elizabeth may come away from the experience enriched. But this book is not directed at just anyone. It's aimed specifically at the leaders of today, the builders and would-be builders of contemporary empires. It is directed at top executives as well as middle managers and those just embarking on their careers. The life of Elizabeth has much to say to those beginning their climb up the corporate ladder, as well as those who, having attained the top rung, don't want to slip from it. The Queen's long reign offers lessons on how to develop a leadership attitude, develop leadership skills, develop a leadership image, develop and exhibit personal dynamism, communicate effectively, establish priorities, set objectives and goals, inspire others, manipulate others ethically, create loyalty, build a team, resolve conflict effectively, be an effective coach and mentor, lead by example while minimizing micromanagement, nurture creative thought in others, know the enemy, your competition, create outstanding production, create maximum performance, create exceptional quality,